Okay, class, welcome back, and today we're going to talk about the absolute value function. So this is the sixth function that we've talked about. The absolute values function is another function that is common that you're going to need to know. We've seen it before, we've dealt with it before. And so now we're going to use the basic absolute value function, which is the absolute value of x. Okay? And so if we know the behavior of this function, then we can kind of figure out the behavior of other functions that involve absolute values and be able to graph them using just our knowledge of this basic function. So let's look at what we have. So it looks like a v. Okay, now another way to look at this is if you remember the identity function, it goes through the origin, it keeps going in a straight line, and it's at a 45-degree angle, so this goes through 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and so on. Okay, so think about the identity function. And the absolute value sign basically takes the identity function and flips this negative side up over. And so now it's going this way, going through negative 1, 1, negative 2, 2, negative 3, 3, and so on. So it basically flips the identity, this part of the identity function upwards into a v. Okay? Because what it's saying is it's taking all values of x and making them positive. If they're already positive, great, nothing changes. If the x value is negative, it takes the opposite value of that. Okay? So it takes all these negative values of x and then takes the value of y, right, the corresponding negative value of y, and makes it positive. Okay? And so that's how we get this graph. Okay? Notice from the graph it is continuous, right? So notice it is continuous on the entire number line. Okay? The domain, it is also everywhere, so there's no restricted values of x. So we can put in any value of x and it's okay. So the domain is all real numbers. Okay. Also the range. Now if you look at the graph, notice that the range, you can't have any negative values, right? Remember absolute value, you can't have any negative values coming out. So there's no way we can get a negative y value or a negative value for f of x. So that means the range, and looking at the graph confirms, that it's going to be all non-negative values. So all the values of y in the range are going to be from 0 to positive infinity. Now in this case here, it is decreasing. So it does decrease if you go from left to right. So from negative infinity to positive to 0, it's decreasing. So negative infinity to 0 is decreasing, and then it changes direction at 0, and then it goes to increasing. So it's increasing from 0 to positive infinity. Okay? And of course, as we said earlier, a moment ago, is that it is continuous everywhere. So it's obvious that you can trace this without lifting your pencil off the paper. And so it is continuous everywhere. And that's it. That's the characteristics of the absolute value function that you're going to want to know. Okay, so this is another basic function in our toolbox. Okay, have a great day.